Hello, military friends and families. This is From the Frontlines. This week, I want to talk about Tompkins County. And where's Tompkins County? It's all the way upstate. Now, Tompkins County does not always get named first when we talk about veterans in New York, but that doesn't mean the need is smaller. It just looks different. This is a county where veterans live alongside students, educators, working families, and longtime residents, where military service does not always stand on the surface. And because of that, it can be easier for veterans and families to feel unseen. What I have learned over time is that when service blends into the background, people assume support is automatic. And honestly, it's not. Veterans in Tompkins County are navigating the same things veterans everywhere face. Mental health stress, transitions after service, family responsibilities, caregiving roles that are rarely talked about. And for many families, the challenge is not willingness to ask for help. It's knowing where to go, knowing who to connect to, knowing who understands military culture, knowing that support will not come with judgment or confusion. That's why Dwyer programs, or I'll say that's why the Dwyer program matters in counties like Tompkins. And the Dwyer program exists to close that gap, not by adding another system, but by creating human connection, veteran to veteran, family to family, peer to peer. New York State has more than 500,000 veterans according to the census. And even that number is incomplete because not every veteran is counted, not every family is visible, and not everyone feels safe identifying themselves. Which means counties like Tompkins are supporting more veterans than the data shows. Caregivers play a huge role here. Spouses, partners, parents, children, people who care, people who care and just do so much, and people who carry the emotional logistical weight long after service ends. Caregivers often do not introduce themselves as caregivers. They just say they are doing what needs to be done, and that quiet responsibility can lead to burnout and isolation. Peer support changes all of that. It reminds people they are not alone, that someone else understands the language, the stress, the silence. Then we talk about advocacy. This is what we're talking about. Making sure counties like Tompkins County are not overlooked. Making sure support is not limited to where the loudest voices are. Making sure the work reaches people there, where they live. From the front lines is not about perfection. It's not about progress. It's about showing up consistently. And it's about recognizing that every county has a role in this statewide mission. Tompkins County, matters. It's veterans, that matter. It's families that matter. And the work happening there deserves continued support and visibility. As we keep moving, across New York, we will keep naming counties. We'll keep lifting communities, and we will keep, pushing for connection over isolation. And one of the things that we continue to talk about is just how to connect with these organizations, because Tompkins County, they have a veteran service agency, and their veteran service agency is connected with their Dwyer program. And they're able to help veterans within their community seek out food, help it looking for benefits, anyone that's having housing challenges. Those are services that so many individuals are seeking, but unfortunately they don't know about. And that's why we talk about these different, resources in the counties. So as we continue to talk about these different counties, we're going to keep just sharing the message, sharing the word, getting these all out there. And one thing we always say is, like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff that allows the community just to recognize and see that they are not alone. They will not be alone, and they're supported. And support comes from just seeing the gaps and helping to fill those gaps. So this week, welcome to Tompkins County. And if you want to get connected to them, we'll always make sure that you get to know their information, which is on our Facebook, which we share the information, or just go on our website, which you can actually click on a link that gets you directly to their page. So like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff, and we'll see you next week. Thank you.